really like Liminality and how everything was captured underwater and in such vivid detail. I really liked the wardrobe. I felt like the pastel colors were really peaceful to view, and then also I liked how the underwater ballerina's dress ebbed and flowed with her movements in the water and just caught the water. It really felt like the transformation of a mermaid, and between the melody and the visuals, it felt like this piece was playing. To me, it felt like underwater jewelry box.
For something with a title that sounds like a Mortal Kombat finishing move, this one really kills it beautifully. There's just these fluid movements. There's this just breathlessness about it that really draws you in.
And the title for Liminality intriguing in that Annali Rose is in a state of transition, and when she resurfaces out of the water, perhaps she's going to experience a metamorphosis of some kind. That's a poignant narrative to focus on. But Jennifer Akalina Petuch did fabulous work with not just the video editing, but the whole camera work, balancing the cameras to make it appear that she was facing upwards instead of downwards. And Annali Rose's, of course, balletic underwater performance just gave very strong, vibrant imagery to the piece as a whole, and it was a great accompaniment to the music. Very, very fun show to watch in terms of the beauty of dance underwater.
It is like being inside an aquatic music box with, the little central figure dancing around and around. We have a piece here that has such beauty to it and serenity. The lighting is incredibly important in setting the tone as well. The way that light reflects within the world of the water, which surrounds the dancer, I feel is incredibly important to establishing the mood. And as far as what the dance itself makes you feel, you can't help but get a sense of liberation.
It was a gorgeous and ethereal piece. I feel like I probably could have watched it forever. There's just gorgeous colors. They were vibrant and illuminated by the sun. The little flecks in the water looked like stars throughout. The movements of suspension and floating just took my breath away. There was a lot of athleticism in the dancing, but of course it was so easy. I thought there was really interesting parts that changed the tone and the pace of it when she seemed to be fighting the water and desperately trying to get above water, crawling on the mossy rocks. And it was so interesting. We never saw her break water or break the surface the entire time. So it almost did feel like she only existed in that realm, and that's the only way she could survive, or it is just a totally different sphere or dimension. I felt like it really captured the idea of the cycle of birth or rebirth.
Watching this film, it felt like I was just watching this otherworldly, ethereal, mermaid-like being just gliding through the water, and it was so peaceful and graceful to watch. The music was absolutely lovely. It was very compelling. It sounded like a movie score. It was very. It had a storytelling element to it. It really took you on a journey, and what I appreciated was how graceful and easy and effortless the dancer made this look. Although in reality, I'm sure it took so much skill and strength to make it look that easy. I think that water is such a beautiful medium to show dance and movement, because it has this quality to it that I don't think can be matched in any other environment. great job to the filmmakers. I truly enjoyed this.
The colors and the movements were so rich and strong and powerful. It really captures your attention the entire time. I think that the sound matches the dances, which works really well. And the visuals were so powerful and so peaceful. Watching her move is mesmerizing. And I think like the entire film is just a very mesmerizing and peaceful experience. And even though it does bring that sense of peace and comfort, it also makes you curious and it makes you want to keep watching. And for that, I think this was a very strong film.
I really enjoyed this. I thought that the music was like almost ethereal, and the imagery just went along with that so well. I always give and have to give great respect and props to people that film underwater, but to film the entire thing underwater is very impressive to me. You really have to, in my opinion, I've never filmed underwater, but I would think that you would have to have a very clear vision of what you wanted, and an understanding of how to film underwater and how it's going to translate when you see the final edit. And it looked beautiful. It looked like almost mythical in a way. It looked like so like ethereal. It matched the music perfectly, and I loved the colors that they were playing with because they lent themselves so well to the water and the natural way that the light was coming through the water with the blues and greens. And then they ended up being able to, and I have no idea how, but highlighting the color of her hair and the light kind of purple tones in her costume, and some of like her features themselves ended up standing out more because they did play with those colors so well. I loved it.